Hello everyone, and welcome to another art tutorial with Udo Creatives. In this video, we're going to use Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop to show how to draw a leprechaun. Before watching this video, please make sure to watch our short video titled, How to Create Objects, Shadows and Highlights in Adobe Illustrator. Also watch our short video titled, How to Outline Compound Shapes in Adobe Illustrator. Both these videos touch on some of the concepts we will visit here. I added the links to both of them in the description for you. First, we will start a new project in Adobe Photoshop. We will design our sketch here. Sketches are important as they create the foundation of your work. It allows you to experiment with different character forms and designs. For my sketch, I will be using the brush tool. I understand that not everyone might have a sketch in mind already. That's okay, you can just follow me step by step for this part. Don't be shy to add your own designs if needed. As an artist, it is always welcome to try out new ideas. Now that we are done with the sketch, simply copy it. Open Illustrator, start a new file and paste the sketch. Lower the opacity. This will be our base reference layer. Now, on a new layer, we can start working on our leprechaun. Now, we will trace out our outline by using the pen tool. If you don't know how we are achieving the curves, again, please make sure to watch our video on how to create objects, shadows, and highlights. We will start by tracing out the hat. Don't worry about lines overlapping for now. We will clean those up later. Next, let's outline the face and add the beard. Next, we will create the ears. You can create one ear, duplicate it, and then adjust it for the other one. Next, we will add the nose. Then the eyebrows. Then the eyes. For the eyes, we will work on one eye and duplicate it. We will be adding a dark shadow on the eyes for now. Our video on how to create objects, shadows, and highlights in Adobe Illustrator shows how to achieve this shadow effect. Adjust the eyes to match your sketch. Next, we will add the mouth. Next, let us trace out the jacket and the shorts. Then the socks and shoes. You can work on one of the socks and shoes, duplicate them and adjust for the next one. Now, let us work on the bow tie. Now, I'm drawing out the hand. We have been using our pen tool and anchor points so far. Anchor points help us adjust our curves when needed. As you can see, our outline is beginning to take shape. Now we can start coloring. We'll start with the hat. Here I am adding a shadow and highlights on the edges of the hat. Again, our video on how to create objects, shadows and highlights in Adobe Illustrator shows how to achieve this shadow and highlight effect. Adding good shadows and highlights helps you achieve a three-dimensional look. Remember to adjust borders as necessary to give the effect you want. Next, we will work on the hat band and buckle. Notice the subtle shadow I am adding to the buckle. Next, we will work on the rest of the hat. Now that we are pretty much done with the hat, we can select the face outline and then change the color. The face object is currently stacked higher than our hat, and so will cover any overlapping regions. To rearrange the object position or stack, you can select the object, then on your main menu, go to Object and select Arrange. This will give you options on whether you want to move an object forward or backwards in the stack. It will also show the shortcuts for these actions. Next, we select the eyebrow and beard. These will have the same color, and so let's fill that in. For the beard, you can arrange the object to behind the face so that only the area we want is visible. Now we fill in the ears. Again, we are readjusting object arrangements where necessary. Now, let's add a shadow to the face to show that the hat casts a shadow. We will also add a tiny shadow below the lip. For the eyes, we can use the Shape tool to draw circles. We will keep adjusting arrangements where necessary. Our leprechaun face is looking really good right now. Let us move on to the jacket. A leprechaun is associated with the color green, so our jacket will be green. Same thing for our bow tie. You can make these any color you want, but I will stick with green. I will do same for the inner shirt, shorts and shoes. Remember to rearrange object positions when needed. Here I am adding some shadows around my leprechaun. By now, I assume you have seen our video on how to create objects, shadows, and highlights in Adobe Illustrator. This part might get a little tricky, so follow closely. It is okay if you cannot achieve the same effect. The most important thing is that you get better with time and practice. Now, let us work on the inner shirt a bit. We will start by using the anchor points to adjust it slightly. Then we will use the pen tool to draw the shirt seam. Next, we can use the circle tool to add a button. Now, we will add shadows to our bow tie. For extra detail, we can draw a crease. Again, I am adding shadows around my leprechaun. Pay close attention. Next, we can work on the socks and shoes, and add shadows where necessary. Now that I am finished with that side, I will duplicate it and add to my other side. This is easier than coloring twice. Now, I will add the inside of the jacket detail. All I will do for this is create an object with a darker shade of green, and rearrange it to the back. Now, we can work on the leprechaun hand. Fill in the color. What I'm doing here is thickening the outer border of the hand. Our video titled, How to Outline Compound Shapes in Adobe Illustrator, shows the full process of how I went through this step. And now, let's add a shadow to the hand. Now, let's move to the other hand. After I am done filling in the color, I will make some adjustments to make it look like a closed fist. Here, I am doing some minor adjustments. Next, as a leprechaun is also associated with shamrocks or four-leaf clovers, I will add that to my drawing. To see how to draw the four-leaf clover I added, please check out our video titled How to Draw a Four-Leaf Clover. I have added the link in the description. Now, we want to thicken the outline border on the entire image. Again, our video titled, How to Outline Compound Shapes in Adobe Illustrator, shows the full process of how I went through this step of outlining my entire figure. We have now illustrated how to draw a leprechaun. Remember that practice is key to improving on your art journey, so do not feel discouraged if you do not get it right the first time. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to experiment with different tools and shapes to see what effects you can create. Please like this video and subscribe to Udo Creatives for more art content.